Entitled parents made everything about my spoiled sister. Now they've learned their lesson. I'm 18 this year, and fairly recently I've been living on my own, away from my parents. I have a younger sister, about 10 years younger than me. She was an unplanned pregnancy for my mom, and nearly didn't make it to term, so growing up I always felt protective of her. I don't know many of the details of her birth since I was a kid myself, but I remember sensing how fragile things were back then. My mom and dad split when I was still young, and our household was never particularly stable. They argued often, and as the oldest, I picked up on more than they thought I did. By the time my sister was born, I had already learned to be independent, and I naturally slipped into a sort of caretaker role. I would help feed her, play with her, and later on even help with schoolwork. She trusted me in ways she didn't always trust our parents. And honestly, I think I needed her just as much as she needed me. When I moved out on my own recently, it was both exciting and terrifying. On one hand, I wanted my freedom, my own space, my own choices. On the other hand, I worried about leaving my sister behind. She's still young, still figuring out the world, and I know what kind of environment she's growing up in. That protective instinct hasn't faded just because I don't live under the same roof anymore. If anything, it's stronger. Sometimes I'll get texts from her at night, little things like asking for help with homework, or bigger things like wanting advice when mom and dad are fighting. She doesn't have many people she can turn to, and even though I'm only 18, I do my best to be that person for her. There are nights when I feel overwhelmed, like I'm playing the role of a sibling and a parent at the same time, but I remind myself how much she means to me. I think about the kind of person I want her to become, confident, kind, and secure in herself. I didn't always feel like I had that growing up, and I want better for her. So even from a distance, I try to set an example. I push myself to work hard, to take responsibility, and to show her that it's possible to build a life that isn't defined by chaos. Sometimes I wonder if she'll ever really understand how much she changed me. Before she was born, I was just a kid dealing with a broken home. But having her in my life gave me purpose. She gave me someone to protect, someone to love unconditionally, and someone who reminded me that even in hard circumstances, there's still something worth holding on to. I don't know what the future holds, for her, for me, or for our family. But I do know this. No matter how far I move or how old we get, I'll always be there for her. She's not just my little sister. She's my anchor,